Hey, what's up, Iowa faithful, my good people? So let's get right back into this and let's have a conversation. Well, let's not have a conversation, but let me kind of talk to you guys about, where I think Iowa basketball is, what I think the future holds, what we need to do for Caitlin Clark, what Caitlin needs to do. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. Hey, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It's totally free, right? Do it. So here's the thing with Caitlin Clark. You guys know I'm a super fan, but Caitlin Clark is definitely an unfinished product. And as great as she is, she still has a ways to go. And one of the biggest things with Caitlin Clark is I'm ultimately fine with her having the ultimate green light. That's great because we know she can catch fire. We know she's clutch. We know that she can make baskets. We know that she finds others. We know these things. But sometimes there comes a point where shot selection comes into play. And you come out in the third quarter and you jack up a quick three. Now, to criticize your favorite player, I don't see anything wrong with that because sometimes challenges need to be made. And Caitlin can almost get her shot wherever she wants it at because she can. I'm just saying almost, but she literally can get her shot wherever she would like to. And it's critical how you come out and start the third. And we don't start the third well. And I'm not blaming Caitlin Clark for the loss, but shot selection is also key. Taking care of the basketball is critical against great teams. This we know. Hannah Stokey is not as big as the opponent she faces, and it seems to be when we play really, really good teams. Ohio State, Kansas State, when they have a Koya Lee. And as you can see with Indiana, when they're fired up and determined, and Hannah has to go up against somebody that's either more physical or bigger, she has some issue with it. We all know that our post play has been up and down, to put it nicely. But Hannah is not tall, so she needs to mix it up. She needs to, how can I say this? She needs to work on angles. She needs to incorporate pump fakes, getting players off their feet. You can't just go up, because if you just go up, you're just going to get your shot put back in your face 9 times out of 10. And she makes the shot off the glass very well. So she's very well with coming off the backboard, hitting that shot, making it go in. But length is a challenge. It is. And it's possible, and I think it could be very well much so, that Hannah Stokey is a 4 and not a 5. So next season, I don't know if we want to put too much on our freshman players, but we need some size at the 5 spot so Hannah can slide to the 4. Addison O'Grady, what's going to happen? Next season, she's a senior, right? Is she still going to be here? A few people said that maybe Addie, maybe even Taylor McKay might decide, hey, that's enough. It's time for me to go. I'm not getting the playing time I want. And I think, and I told you guys this before, if Caitlin Clark leaves, the biggest thing will be that next season we will see Lisa Bluter forced to coach and play team basketball, ultimate team basketball. A lot of teams are great with team basketball. Yes, you need a star or 2 or 3, or you need a star and you need like some second-rate stars. Indeed you do, but team basketball is the real deal. South Carolina, ultimate team basketball. And also, let me harp on this, defense. You got to get a hand up in these players' faces. You can't play the wish you miss game. And a lot of time we play that, I guess, especially I noticed it against Indiana. I wish you miss. And also against Nebraska, shoot it, but I wish you miss. I can't with that because you're giving people free opportunities to put up shots, and what's going to happen? Then they're going to go in, and then what? So it's just it's something we got to work through. This will be the last time that I'll talk about it unless we lose to Illinois. But hopefully we can win out the rest of the season. We'll see. We'll talk about the season games and what's left. But for me, the biggest thing is playing better defense. I know we don't have quite the personnel because when we talk about tough players, the toughest players, the grittiest players on this team are, of course, Kate Martin and Sydney Fulter. But we got to see effort. And Gabby Marshall, you've got to respond. You got to answer the bell. At this point, you're looking... I do not want to be harsh to our players. And so I don't know how I should quite say this. But you got to get busy. Gabby, you got to contribute. You got to knock down some threes. I implore you to try to be aggressive. When somebody passes you the ball, I implore you to take shots, Gabby. We need you. And if you don't think we need you, we're going to need you, as we go into tournament play. It looks like we won't be able to have the number 1 seed, and that's fine. That's probably all Ohio State in the tournament. But the most important thing to me is seeing some team basketball, some ball movement, Hannah Stokey with some pump fakes, knowing her angles, knowing that she's going against bigger competition, know your personnel. Caitlin Clark, mix up the shot selection a little bit, just a little bit, just a tad bit, just a little bit, because, what they're doing is they're telling Caitlin, get yours. They trying to hound her on defense, wear her down. Caitlin Clark, as great as she is, she's not quite superhuman. So if she's rattled at all or if she's slowing down because, defenses are defending her, hounding her, who else is capable? Kate Martin had a very good game. Molly Davis and Hannah Stokey, they both had their shots stuffed. There's not a lot of true players on this team that can take the ball and create shots. Molly Davis is one, but she didn't have a good game. And like I said, if Gabby Marshall isn't going to contribute, if she can't, Taylor McCabe, what happened to Kylie Fairback? It's been a wash season for her. Guys, please in the comment section, let me know what you would do. Let me know what y'all think about this video because I have some concerns, but hopefully we can shore these things up. Last time I talked about us getting some things better, we did that. We came out with a win. We got it together. So it's going to be interesting to see how we fare against Illinois. Drown out the noise. A lot of people trying to beat us down. But hey, play Iowa basketball. Caitlin Clark is great. Everybody else come along for the ride. Get some timely defense going. Hannah Stokey got to get back involved into the offense a lot. Let's just see what happens, guys. As always, go Hawks. We don't ever go the other way because we're not fair weather fans. We're not bandwagon jumpers. We are true Iowa Hawkeyes fans. So support the team or, hey, get away. With that being said, this is our RC, and I'm out.